minutes.
Do you want me to drive?
Yeah, go on then. You drive.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Models for Heroes Modelers Mesh. I'm Steph. I'm the budget modeler. I'm going to be driving today. Today we have Malcolm, our hero.
Hi.
The guy who set all this stuff up.
Hi.
And we have Gary as well, across the sea in Northern Ireland. Morning, Gary.
Good morning, Steph.
Right, so let's quickly go around the tables. Malcolm's grinning, so I think Malcolm's not ready yet.
No, I'm ready. I can.
Okay, let's go to Malcolm first then.
I got stuff to show, kind of.
Ooh, missus.
There's things on my desk at least. So yeah, look at this. Look, yeah. So I got this. I can't remember if I carried on. I think I might have carried on the other day when we were online, and I carried on and kind of finished off this guy, which is the paper is so great, and I'm such a professional that for some reason I can't get that into that hole, so I had to use bamboo instead of using what we're supposed to use is this, and then the same on here. I have to get myself another bamboo skewer.
Yeah,
I ran out, and then I put that on there, and then somehow I've lost this piece, which I thought I made. I might have to dig through my all the other paper that I have, but I've got to make that up, and then that's basically going to be a mirror of this side, and then I've done the guns then, which would be great, and then I've got all these little bits to put on, which is all the little sort of side bits from the magazines for these. Oh no, here it is, right here.
Yay!
Right there, while I was sitting there. There we go.
Other way around.
Thank you, Steph. I'm going to do that. Now I'm thinking I don't know where this one is for that side. Maybe I need to make it. I haven't made it yet. So yeah, really. Oh no, I haven't made it. There it is.
There you go.
So I'm super organised and
really good.
Yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah.
Got a bit of a headache today, so I'm gonna power through. I've taken some pills, so I should be all right. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm up to.
Nice. Before we go to Gary, quick hello. So hello to Geordie and Thomas. Apparently, Malcolm, those guns look really good, says Thomas. Very high caliber work. On that really pants note, let's go and get some queuing up from Gary. Morning, Gary. How you doing? What's on your bench, mate?
I'm still working away here on one of my SAS Pink Panthers. Haven't done much from the last time I've been on. We've been busy getting a few things sorted out, but I'm still working away on this one.
Nice.
And also, I got this morning, Malcolm.
Oh, let's have a look. Oh, okay.
Paper one.
Yeah.
We've got another nutter.
Yeah.
Yes. I thought I'd try it. See how you get on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got that there this morning. Brilliant. And I also was in at my local model shop and I picked up a few of the old Airfix retro kits.
Oh, lovely. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much each today, Gary?
They're $8.99 and the wee soldiers were only $4.99, so not big money.
No, it's not.
I bought a couple of them there. Come into nice wee simple dioramas and stuff.
Oh yeah, they do, don't they?
Yeah, they're quite cheap.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it when I seen them and I thought, yeah. And then I speak talk to Mrs. and the Mrs. bought them for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are you after, Gary? Or what's she after?
I don't know yet. I'll probably find out after when I come offline.
Yeah.
Probably,
darling, I bought another paint by numbers. Is that all right?
Yeah. Something like that, maybe.
Thomas says, top of the morning, Gary.
Good morning, Thomas.
Rob Thomas is in the house as well. Hi all, just painting 156 figures and restarted from stripping down the third time, but this time getting better and will not remove paint. Got some advice on the Rubicon site. Cool.
Hey.
At the end of the day, Rob, it's how you like it. Yeah, it's how you want to finish it. If you want to keep stripping and repainting, you keep stripping and repainting it. If it helps practice and practice and practice, then bonus. I've got a couple of bods that I use for similar sort of thing. I've got those two that I use. I'll strip them and paint them, strip them and paint them, just to get some practice in.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Right, where am I, you ask? Well,
where are you, Steph?
So far I have managed to make, after 3 attempts, the feed chute.
Oh, wow.
Again.
Nice.
So that's made and matted, so I can paint it the proper colour.
Yeah. What did you make it out of?
Lead wire and styrene.
Gosh, well done.
So that was just the two outboard strips were laid down and the styrene strips super glued on top.
Yep.
Then that was the third time I'd made it, because every time the super glue bits fell off, the styrene bits fell off.
Yeah.
So it was like, so I did it gently, and then I dabbed some IPA on it to accelerate super glue dead quick.
Yeah.
And then I covered it again with more dabs of super glue, not only around the top but also underneath, so it sort of encased the lead wire.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I did the same for the rest. I bent it next. So I did it flat, then I bent it in the shape I needed it.
Yeah.
And the two top wires I just laid on, and then super glued one at a time, bent it round, glued it, bent it, glued it, bent it, and then coated it in super glue again just to hold it. So there's that done. In the process of finishing off today the bags for the wing roots that they go into.
Were the bags inflated when it landed or crash landed?
No, these bags around the wing, trailing edge of the wing.
Yeah.
Because normally there's a huge gap there. So I've filled it in and I'm just putting in filler, then shaping it, filling it, shaping it, just to get it to the correct shape that I want.
And the bags just inflate when it's the wings are
no,
forward.
the bags are all inflated. What they do
is
because of where the sighted, the wing sweep, when it's swept, would go into these bags.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And it would stop airflow coming inside the cavity.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So it was just bags just to create an air seal, really. It was nothing to do with when it crashed or anything like that. Cracking on with those. As promised last night on my feed with Mark, I got the Dremel out.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I ripped apart my two Hindenburgs.
Yeah, I watched that live.
That was a little nerve-wracking, that was.
Yeah, I mentioned it was.
Yeah, but I've left a lot of the swarf on there because they were made of carbon fibre. So it would have looked like that. And then I thinned the edges down, as you can see.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, they're done. So they'll go on underneath there.
Were they both broken then, were they?
Yes, they were.
Oh.
Well, I'm assuming they were because I've only got a picture of one. And if one's going to have gone, the other one's going to have gone.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I agree. Cool.
If not, I can always improvise slightly because it was slightly cockeyed when it ended up because the left-hand main wheel had come off. As you can see from this picture, you just see the main wheel there has come off.
Yeah. Oh, they've taken the Hindenburgs off there, haven't they?
Yeah, this is later on in the day because they've also taken the guns out.
Yeah, they have.
And they've shut the black box door up.
They have, yeah.
If you have a look at the previous picture,
yeah,
the door is open.
Door's open, and the shadows are different.
Yeah. So, okay. How can I lose that big bit with a tail on the end of it? in such a small space.
Yeah.
How do I lose something, Malcolm?
Well, it happens to the best of us, sir.
I do it all the time. I put it somewhere and I can't find it. Ah, there it is. I'm doing a man lock. So
Yeah, there you go.
Put that bit out, and I've got the door for it, and same again. I've just thinned the edges, so it looks like it's thin, but it's just the edges that have been done. And that will sit. Where's the front of it? There's the front. That will sit like that.
Yeah.
Open.
I tell you, you're doing a fine job on that, mate.
Thank you very much, Lee. I'm actually really enjoying it, even though I'm completely and utterly out of my depth.
How is Mark getting on? Is he kind of pushing ahead and accelerating?
I believe Mark's nearly finished.
Oh, okay. His doesn't look nearly finished.
It's not far off it.
Right. Does he just need to do the decals and stuff now?
I think so. I think most of his painting's done and everything. So he's running rampant on it. He's cleared off and left me all behind.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, the two are going to be slightly different in terms of detail, aren't they?
Yes, very much. I'm really surprised at the lack of detail.
Yeah.
It's like all the back end stuff on the screens that I've done there.
Yeah.
It's so that's what I've done. They were just flat.
Yeah.
And it's just, you've got plenty of room. Why can't you do things like that?
Well, it's the cost, isn't it? You know, the cost has had to be kept down. So I guess the detail has to get kept down. Someone's got to put the detail in there.
But then you look at the wing surfaces. The wing surfaces are stunning. They're absolutely awesome. The underside, it's awesome. But then you get to the sides, which is non-existent.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, come on, guys, switch on. It's basics here.
Well, it's nothing you can't handle, my friend.
No, I'm sure I shall overcome, as they say.
Yeah, adapt and overcome. What's Gary up to? He's doing his Land Rover still, I think.
I am indeed, Malcolm. Yeah.
How are you, Gary? You well?
The very best, thank you, Malcolm. What about yourself?
A bit of a headache, bit of a stomachache actually from last night. Don't know why. One of the things.
I know we're having trouble with our water over here, kind of because the reservoirs are so low. They're saying the bacteria is coming to the top.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah.
Gosh. Well, I hope that's not what I've got. I think I had too much chocolate orange last night. I think that's a problem.
Did you see Thomas's Charles comment, did you, Malcolm?
Just the last one.
About the biscuits?
Oh, right. Models Mess Pool. I have a quid on Malcolm having biscuits in the camera. Okay. What are the other bets for the pool? Is it pretzels, grapes, or what side are they hidden? Wow. The show is so interesting and so engaging that people are concerned about my my foodstuff choices. But yes, there is foodstuffs, and it is hidden off camera. As it usually is. But if you'd like to reveal what food stuff I have with me today, I can. Or if you want me to wait, I'm quite happy to.
Well, I have a packet of Jelly Babies.
Oh, wow. I wouldn't have guessed that in a million years. I tell you. You don't strike me as the sort of man who would eat a Jelly Baby.
Oh, no, I like them now.
Oh, there we go. What color are your favorite?
The red.
Oh, the red ones. Oh, it's controversial. Tell you, you heard it here, folks. You heard it here first. What about you, Steph? Do you have a hidden snack?
I don't, but if I do, it's usually licorice torpedoes.
Oh, I love them.
The question is, Malcolm, the chocolate orange last night, was it milk or dark?
It was a milk one.
Boo.
Well, it's the way it is, unfortunately. It's what came in the shop. But I had so how many segments of chocolate orange would you say was in acceptable pudding? That's pretty much what we had for our pudding. Did you say under 5 or over 5?
Over 5.
Over 5 chocolate orange segments.
No. Under 5, I would.
Have you seen what the cheeky sods have done?
No.
The chocolate orange the segments used to be solid chocolate. They've scooped a bit out now.
No.
They've just taken a mick.
They haven't. They hadn't scooped any out when I had mine last night. Oh, do you mean the shape of it's slightly different?
Yeah. If you have a look at the shape of it, it's slightly scooped now on one side of the segment.
Okay. Well, they didn't last long enough to even see. So, family is a big fan of the chocolated orange.
Oh yes, we are.
Yeah. So
and the Bourneville buttons. Dark chocolate orange and Bourneville buttons.
We like Bourneville too. Do I have any skewers here? Yes, I do. Excellent.
I went to Asda this morning, and Lisa's out of. We're both getting short of cocktail sticks, and they have got some lovely cocktail sticks in at the moment. Right. You know, sometimes you buy them from there, and they're really pants, and they've got loads of dinks in them and all sorts.
Yeah.
These haven't. They are lovely little things.
Okay.
60p for 300.
Wow. Yeah, you need good quality ones, don't you?
Yes.
Definitely. Right.
Let's have a look at the chat. Geordie, they have milk. It's indented.
Oh, it's talking about the chocolate orange.
Yes. Yeah. Thomas says, I found a chap in the street dressed in licorice, fondant and jelly. I reported him to the police. This dispatcher said it takes all sorts. Apparently, there is a shortage of chocolate worldwide and prices have risen accordingly. The Chinese have found an appetite for it, allegedly. Oh, good Lord.
Oh. The Chinese didn't eat chocolate before?
Yep, a bit blowy around here today. What's the weather like down with you guys?
Oh, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the weather. It's sunnyish and a bit overcasty. So that's what we got.
It's Heyman or rain.
Ouch.
Wow.
And it's very cold.
That's normal, isn't it, for your area?
Yeah, that's summer for us. That's summer. I have the fire going. I have a big turf fire going there.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Chinese abhor milk and milk products. Yeah, they're not fans of milk, are they? Chinese. That's what they say about English people. They smell like milk because we're always drinking milk, I guess. Milky.
Milky, lovely milky.
What was that from?
The Mary Whitehouse Experience, and it was.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Lord.
What's his
Can't
name?
remember his bloody name now. He's gone on to do loads of stuff.
Yeah, he's on that family show, isn't it? That
Yeah.
called. He had a comedy duo with someone, didn't he?
Steve Punt and Hugh Dennis. Because it was Punt and Dennis.
Punt and Dennis, that's it. Milky.
Lovely milky.
He used to leave the milk on the radiator, didn't he?
Yeah. That was an awesome program.
It was. It was really good. Do you remember the guys who would sit in a chair opposite each other, and they go, "You see a bit of poo just sat on the pavement. That's you, that is." I used to love that. This is the funniest thing ever. It's totally childish.
Yes.
And hilarious. I love it. That was Rob Newman. Ben Elton? No.
No. Oh, good Lord. Because it was Mary Whitehouse Experience again.
Can't remember the chap on it now. The Jewish guy with the glasses. Anyway, him. That's you, that is. Yeah, Thomas knows what he's talking about.
I can see his face.
Yeah, me too. Gary Thomas says, in Northern Ireland on the TV weather channels, they don't say rain, they just tell you the direction it's coming from in that day.
That's true.
From the sky, hopefully.
Yeah.
From above. A book your mother warned you about. I see who that is. Oh, I can't think of his name. Oh, dear. Every time I think of his name, I keep thinking of Ben Elton. It's not Ben Elton.
Sure, somebody will come up with it.
Yeah, I'm waiting for.
No, it wasn't David Baddiel.
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
Yeah, David Baddiel and Rob Newman.
Okay.
Oh, family's home.
Oh, are they wet? Oh no, it's not raining down there, is it?
It's not raining here, no. They may have brought me snacks. Nick Hancock was in 3 episodes. Nick Hancock on 3 episodes. Ah.
Of what? Mary Whitehouse Experience?
I assume so. So the guys in the chat, what are you folks working on? I assume that Thomas is doing his Thunder Child, or when he goes back to the studio. Anyway,
yeah.
What's Geordie doing his Stuart? I wonder.
And what's Mr. Tonks up to?
Something Ruby Crack, I expect.
More than likely.
You see his post in the mess, blaming me for his purchases.
Yes, you're his dealer, aren't you?
Yeah. I hope I'm his enabler. Well, that is the first time my daughter's gone out of the village in 3 months.
Oh, wow.
Scary, isn't it? Move that back. Oh, Mary White has experience as produced by Spitting Image Productions. That's interesting.
All right, cool. Yeah, because I know a few of them were did voices on Spitting Image.
Mm. I used to love Spitting Image as well.
Yeah, that's coming back in the autumn.
Is it? In the
Apparently
same format?
yeah.
Wow. I used to like the John Major one. Do you remember that with the peas?
Yes.
He was black and white, wasn't he? It's all grey.
Yeah, Mr. Monochrome.
Funny.
I love the fact that a certain historical character
Yes.
on the roof of number 10.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah. And Maggie used to go up and talk to him.
Oh, it's good fun. Good bit of satire.
Oh, yes. Satire is good, as long as it's aimed at both sides.
Mm. Oh, yeah, no one's safe.
Yep. Doesn't matter. I'd love to have seen what they made of Corbyn.
Yeah. Where's the other one at the back then? So, does anyone guess what snacks I've got? It's that time of the show. We talk about what snacks we've got. Great. I've lost it already.
What do you mean lost it? Did you ever actually have it?
No, the large part of this here.
Oh, right, sorry.
You're talking about the plot.
Yes.
Hmm. Nope. Darn it. Yeah, Geordie says he doesn't model while we're on here because he has to stop and type. Because we keep asking what he's up to. Rob is painting the World War II British Infantry Patrol.
Cool.
By Rubicon.
After listening to Rob, I daren't go on that site.
Well, it got some amazing stuff. The guy who runs the UK group, Steve, he's an amazing artist. Really good. He produces some amazing stuff. But you're right. They're very supportive models for Heroes too.
Yes, so you said.
Yeah. Thomas says his sister's best friend Penny, Penny's father, was the co-creator of Spitting Image. There we go.
Okay. I've got to ask, Thomas, is there anybody you don't know?
No one worth not knowing. Is that going to work? Yeah, probably.
I think we should drag Thomas on air one day.
Oh, he's planning on it, isn't he?
Once he lets me know when I can go and see him, what I can do is arrange it on a certain day and take the laptop and camera up with me.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, like a live stream. Well, it's a live stream, live broadcast.
Yeah. Hello from your roving reporter.
Roving reporter, that's what I'm thinking of, yes.
If you're up to that, Thomas, give me a shout.
If you can get, I think the problem is that he hasn't got any internet in his shed, is he?
No. But what I'll do is I'll take my phone. As long as he's got 4G, I can use my phone as a hotspot.
That'll be fun. So we're also thinking of doing a weekend slot, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Doing it. So the poll that I'm running at the moment on the Modeller's Mess, I think it has Sunday morning as the most popular.
Okay, because then you're going to be James, aren't you?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. So yes, so James is also starting up his what's it called? Sunday Parade.
Yeah.
On Sunday as well on the Officers' Mess. So I don't want to fight for ratings. So either we do it on really early on a Sunday, so like songs of praise or something. We got to call it the Modeller's Church or something. I don't know, something blasphemous.
The Church of the Modelling Mind.
Yeah, something similar. Before James's, or we do on a Saturday, which is the second choice. The second popular.
I would think Sunday afternoon.
Well, Sunday afternoon is full, isn't it? Or is it
right? Okay.
Yeah, it's full. So if you're looking at the calendar of live shows, you've got Festas on Sunday afternoon.
Yep.
I certainly don't want to miss them. So, don't know. I don't think the audiences cross over that much.
No, but I know there's some people who like it. I enjoy listening to Festa.
Yeah. But the poll is Sunday morning, so I might do it as like a first thing Sunday morning. I don't know. I'll talk to James about it as well, because he said about talking about the slots and stuff. So we'll see. Also, it's whether I want to get up on a Sunday morning or not.
Yeah.
And I'll probably when all this is done and dusted, every weekend I'll be out at model shows anyway.
Yeah.
So don't know. I'll try and do what's best for everybody.
Yeah.
He says shed is a Faraday cage. Thomas wants to, can we have Grandad rules on the chat? Several things you never talk about at a barbecue. Hang on. Several things you never talk about at a barbecue. Politics, sex, house drive, how to barbecue, and religion leads to the dark side.
Yeah, but come to the dark side. We have cookies. And then once we get you there, we lied.
Well, we don't talk about politics on here. We don't try not to talk about religion. We try to talk about anything. This is not going to upset somebody. We do our best, don't we, Steph?
Oh yes, what, to upset people?
Yeah. So can't win, can you?
Yep.
Change this blade. Oh. Thomas says he types slowly because Steph can't read fast. Yeah, I guess Thomas knows a lot of people because he says he gets about lots of places.
Oh, he's a bit of a slapper, is he?
Yeah.
You want to start, Thomas? Not a problem.
He did say it.
What?
He says on the chat, I get about.
Yes, he said it. He's a bit of a tart, isn't he?
Valley Commando. Right. So just before I came on air here, I was talking to the chaps from the Finchel group. About them?
Okay.
They pronounce it differently. Finkhale group, up towards Durham way,
Right.
and they're pretty much the same as the Eli Centre. Yeah. In that, they're a bunch of veterans get together, do activities, and try and get some education, and kind of just be supportive of the veterans, just like the Eli Centre does. And they've set up a modelling session online using Zoom.
Cool.
For some of the guys that are interested. And they've also done some sort of modelling teaching as well with some of the guys, which is really good. And we've sent them up some stuff a while back. And yeah, the guy who was organising it is saying it's been fantastic. They're supposed to just do it for 2 hours and they end up doing it for 5.
Yeah, you do, because you lose yourself, don't you?
Yeah. Some of the chaps have been opening up about things that they have never spoken about before. And which is lovely. And they've got a really nice tight-knit group of like 5 or 6 chaps. And they were always looking to grow it, but because it's so successful, they don't want to make it bigger and lose it. So they're going to keep it small. And he was basically calling me up to see whether they can get some more support from us, and whether just to let us know basically that they were doing really well. So that was good. So I'll be sending them up some more bits and pieces and tools and things. And I also invited the chap who runs it, Craig, to come up and on the show at some point and talk about it.
So we can talk about it.
Yeah.
I think that's something we need to look in a bit more.
It's just time, innit, buddy? It's just time.
Well, I have so much time, mate. You may not, but I do. If you want me to do it, I'm more than happy to do it.
Okay.
Because you have the connections, and just speak to them and say, look, this is what we do. Would you be willing to pop on for half an hour or so?
Yeah.
Come and have a chat.
Okay.
See what the guy's up to. Sort of anybody we can get hold of.
Okay.
Whether they're infamous within the modelling community or infamous in the world in general. If they'd be willing to pop on and have a chat with us and see what we do.
Yeah, okay. I'll do that. But yeah, I mean, there's the show's got there's no prep time. You know what I mean? I don't sort of write down an itinerary of what we want to talk about or anything like that. We just kind of hit go, don't we?
Yeah, we just sit and chat, but it would be like that anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not if you haven't got the time to do it, Malcolm.
Yeah.
Then not a problem. I can do it.
Okay. All right, I'll let him know.
I've plenty of time too, Malcolm.
Right, you.
There you go. Yeah, you've got people like Gary and I who do nothing more than sit in our asses and model. Yeah, it's great, but a change is as good as a rest.
Yeah,
that's right.
Gives us something else to do, something else to concentrate on, something that's going to help the rest of the guys.
Something to look forward to as well.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Yep. Okay. Noted. Thomas says he's still laughing at the sandpaper from Wednesday.
Sandpaper? I wasn't there on Wednesday.
Oh, why about the comment?
I can't remember what it was. What was it? No idea. Sandpaper. Well, I'm glad it was funny. What it was. All right.
Yeah, yep.
Johnny says he's been watching some documentaries about the FW-190, and they had a compartment behind the cockpit that could fit a man in it, and they often moved the mechanics around this way as they changed air bases, particularly after D-Day.
All right.
Which is why they lost double the amount of men, because they had an extra man in there.
Ah, didn't know that.
No, I didn't either. Was it just enough space for a man, do you think? Or do you think it was a design to carry an extra person? Couldn't have been a design. So what's the point of having someone there who's not going to do anything? Or was it like an R2-D2 kind of deal?
Yeah, he probably jumped out on the wing to put BDR on there.
Like a really long spanner.
Yeah. In-flight battle damage repair.
Yep. I've lost avionics. Well, you know, or something. I've lost radio. No, that would work either way. I can't fly it. The wing's fallen off. Quick, fix it. And then he puts his spanner out. And Thomas says, what you're doing, Steph, looks very rude. Oh, I see.
My Archimedes drill.
Yeah. I think Thomas has lost it. He says that the step on his drill is hilarious.
Thomas always had a very faint grasp of the world.
Well, it tickles him.
Quite scary. Well, you know what they say, little things please little minds.
Yeah. You got to do something to excite yourself.
That's what Lisa's for.
I assume she couldn't hear that.
No, she's in the house.
No way.
She's in the house working.
Oh, it was lay down space.
Sorry?
The space on the FW190 was for laying down.
All right, cool.
The hatch entrance was on the left-hand side behind the cockpit.
You learn something new every
You
day.
do. Gazelle door handles were from a Renault 5. Random fact of the day.
Well, it doesn't surprise me, seeing as a Gazelle was an Aerospatiale aircraft. I believe that Aerospatiale was part of Renault.
Oh, that's why then.
Yep. Why invent something that you don't need to invent when you've already got it?
Mm. It's quiet this afternoon, isn't it?
Yep. I think we're all actually busy doing something rather than sitting around gossiping.
What day was it when we had like 8 of us trying to get on stream at once? What day was
Wednesday night, not Wednesday night, Monday night.
Monday night. Mm.
We had 8 of us trying to get on stream and absolutely nobody watching.
No Keith today.
No, that's true. No, Keith. But yeah, Keith's not being on the stream. I did not see that coming.
He's probably lost his internet again.
Oh, there's a couple of things I would say, but I'm not going to say them because I can't. What he might be doing.
He may be thinking about it.
Right, let that dry.
When do you think you'll be hoping to be back up and going, Malcolm?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I'd hopefully by August, and I think different places will be starting at different rates because some volunteers might not be able to do the timings that they did before, so we have to rearrange.
Yeah.
Times. Tesco's community centres are not back up yet, are they? So
no,
because they've got, they'll have different staff differences and all sorts. So I think it'll change. I think probably Gary yours is going to be the first to start going that I can think of that are going to be face to face. I mean, but yeah, I'm waiting to see what kind of comes in terms of who's able to go. Don't want to start it too early, certainly. I've got no rush. People's health is way more important. But I understand people missed it, so we will start as soon as people are ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I know. Right.
I know we've opened a lot more here.
Yeah.
She's putting less restrictions on at the moment.
Mm-hmm. But so at the moment it's 2 meters distance.
Yeah.
You can't have more than. Hang on, how many can you have in the room? I can't remember. I have to look it up. You can't have a certain amount in the room, and there has to be ventilation, obviously, and there should. I think there's supposed to be face masks on. It's a bit confusing, really. Don't really know. I'll just let the facilities drive it, and then we'll follow suit. Like a lot, we do a couple of museums, and they're not open yet. The Army Flying Museum is not open.
Yeah.
Shot Military Museum is not open, so we can't do the second there.
Our museum's open now on the 3rd of July.
Oh yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Is that full time?
Yeah, that's full time. The castle reopens now on the 3rd of July, and all the cruisers on the locks are booked out.
What about your pubs and restaurants and things? What's the?
I think the way she's working that is if you sell food, they'll be open by the 3rd of July as well.
Uh-huh.
The caravan parks, you can go camping from the 26th of this month of June.
Right. Right. Instructions. Can't find me instructions. So my family's back from their trip into town.
Cool. How did the trip go?
I assume it was well. I assume it was good. I'm sure they bought plenty of Father's Day gifts for me.
Thomas has asked me on the BDR that I'm doing, have I thought about gluing tinfoil to the inside, blend it with putty, then combed cotton wool and lay the fibres to simulate the carbon fibre. It's a quicker and less frustrating way than carving. The way I've done it, Thomas, is you can just about see there. There's not that much waviness. So with what I've done is I've just thinned it out and just left the edges there. So I'm just going to paint those in a sort of beigey carbon fibre colour. Now what you saw me doing there was cutting out the rest of a panel, because that bit of the panel would have been ripped away, and I've just drilled the rivet holes and then just nicked into it just to give it that ripped away look. So that's what I was doing there. It's not so much carving as it's just adding effect. That I'm just going to leave as it is because it looks quite good to me. So I just paint the edges of this beige and then just leave it like that. But yeah, that's a good idea. It's what I did on my front cockpit. I painted some wine foil and then blended the wine foil in, so that bit will just be bent back.
Nick is in the chat. Hi, Nick. Good to see you again. Nick's one of our volunteers in the Swindon area.
How you doing?
It's funny. I probably talk to Nick every day before the lockdown. Lockdown comes, I haven't spoken to him at all. Well, I guess it's because it's working, you know.
Yeah.
We were planning setting up sessions and stuff, and then of course it will change.
Yeah. Right. Be right back.
All right. See you in a bit. Defence Academy Community Hall is still closed. Ah, that's interesting. Well, Nick, as soon as they are open, and as soon as you are ready, sir, to get back to it, we will be ready to. Okay. It was very bad timing, wasn't it? That did you have your first session? I think you had your first session, and that was it. And then we had to stop after how many months setting it all up and everything. Gutting. But when if they do open up, let us know what restrictions and things they have. We'll see what we can do to accommodate. Now this has got, so this magazine goes on the side here. Let's just go to full screen so you can see. And can I change the focus quickly? Let's see. Press that. Press that. Press that. And then there we go. Okay. Right. So can you see on here?
Yeah.
This has got like a curve to it. See that? And that curve is supposed to match up with that curve, but it doesn't quite. It's not quite exactly the same. And these are the little kind of imperfections and annoyances that kind of start making it look a bit scrappy. You know? And it's not something you can sand either. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean, Malcolm, yeah.
You can't just change the shape of that very easily. So you just have to kind of get on with it. But these kind of like when you're building up the little small pieces and there's a small piece on top of a small piece, if it's not quite exactly right, obviously the gap and the inconsistency gets bigger and bigger every time you put it on. But I can only do what I can do. I'm only a man at the end of the day.
Would you have been full-time on the road then, Malcolm?
Full-time on the road?
Yeah, with Models for Heroes.
I try not to be full-time with it because it's just exhausting. I would do, so when we were on normal running, I would do 2 sessions a month at Tedworth House. Yeah, 2 sessions a month at Tedworth House, was about 40 miles from me. There was a session at Aldershot 3 times a month that I wouldn't be able to get to every single one. Would when I could. There's a session every 2 weeks at Basingstoke. 20 minutes from me. I do that one for a couple of hours. And then every last Sunday, if I could, I go to the Combat Stress one, and then every last Saturday, I think it was, I go to the Army Flying Museum, if I could. and of course do all the shows as well, all the modelling shows.
That's a lot.
Yeah, the ones I could get to anyway. So yeah, it's a lot of driving, and it's a lot of hours.
That's the one thing I do miss is driving.
Yeah, but it's not just the trip; it's the getting everything ready, putting everything in the car, making sure everything's all right in a place, and then when you get home, you have to do a session report. It doesn't take that long, but and then you've got to answer your emails. So it's a full-time job. Running it all, and then you got to try and coordinate other volunteers as well. Some places need more coordination than others. Some places kind of principally run themselves. And then you got risk assessments and all sorts of other stuff going on. So yeah, full-time job. Where have you put my cocktail sticks, Gary? Oops. Aha. But I enjoy it, otherwise I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So rewarding.
It is, when you see a lot of guys that I have over here, it's fantastic to see their expressions on their faces and stuff and how much enjoyment they do get out of it. I've one man, he's 76.
Yeah.
And he's throat cancer, he can hardly talk. And you want to see the level of detail he can do in a model. It is scary.
That's because you can concentrate on it if you don't have to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant. Well, that's really good, isn't it? He's obviously getting something out of it.
Oh, he is, I.
Yeah,
and I've another man there who is in the early stages of dementia. And he really enjoys it as well.
Good. Did he do it when he was younger?
He did. He did, but then obviously when he joined the police, he let it all go to one side.
Sure.
But since he's got a lot more time on his hands, he's took it back up and he's enjoying it very well.
Yeah.
Even all their wives will tell you the men are more happier than they have been.
Wow.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's funny because I always imagine that Models for Heroes would be the wife's most hated charity.
No, not over here. Not over here now. I'll have to admit now, all the wives have phoned me and texted me and told me they've seen a difference, a brave difference in them.
Brilliant. Well, that's wonderful.
Right, I'm back.
Hello.
And I can only reiterate what Gary said.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? It's good, isn't it?
It is. And you, as you said, you expect it to be the bane of the wives' lives. And it's not. They've said to me, this is just fantastic because I can see a complete difference in him.
Yeah.
It's actually one of mine came in. The first words he said out of his mouth were, right, I'm not here to make models. I'm here to recruit people for my group. Yep. Yeah, not a problem. Just sit down, have a chat with us, and you can see what we're about. All right. And the guy is now opened up. And his missus, she said to me, she said, I hate you. I said, what have I done wrong now? She said, you cost me a lot of money. I said, yeah. And she's like, well, you just cost me a lot of money. I said, is he different? She went, yes, thank you very much indeed. I said, there you go. But yeah, it gives you such a buzz.
It does.
And it's all about letting them come out to you. Don't probe them. Don't ask them questions. Just let them talk. If they explain something to you and you're interested in it, then ask them questions to expand a bit. But just let them come out in their own time. If you force them, they will shut up shop, and that'll be the end of it.
Yep. No, I agree. It's not what it's about, really, is it? It's about model making.
Yeah, it's about model making.
You know,
but it gives them an arena to discuss their feelings. Which, I'll be honest with you, a lot of the guys I've got have realised that they can discuss their feelings without being judged.
Yeah.
Because they're in a group of their peers.
Yeah.
Because they know that they've been there, they've seen it, they've gone through something similar.
Yeah.
And you also get the banter.
Yeah.
Which is what, and sometimes the banter is harsh.
Good.
It really is, but it's what we're used to.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's right. I mean, it wouldn't be the same without that. You know, and I think what's important is people use the banter in a sensible way.
Yes.
You know, and if someone is trying to open up, just for a minute, shut up.
Yep.
That's why it's good to have Dr. Art there, the psychologist. He's very good there now. He just sits back there on the last 3 sessions that we had. There was one man did open up, and he took him way to one side and had a one-to-one session with him as well, which is very good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Have you got the doctor involved in making models yet?
The who, Steph?
The doc. Have you got him making models yet?
Oh, yes. He's coming in now as well, now when we go back. He wants to learn.
We had an email exchange, didn't we, Gary?
About that? Yeah. We have the doctor, and we have the man who runs the Healing Centre as well. Have him roped in as well. So it's all good.
Yeah. There's an unwritten rule at Models for Heroes about the staff have to be involved. Otherwise, they're just not going to understand.
Yeah.
And Gary kept sending me photographs of their group, which is, full of chaps. But there's always one guy on his laptop in the background. Yeah. And I happened to notice, and I said, who's this guy not getting involved? Anyway, that was the psychiatrist, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's him.
And he phoned me up to apologise. I was like, no, it's not a serious thing, but perhaps you should pick up a model, But no, he is now, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah.
Good.
It's funny. It's that staff is I can't say too much, but staff is usually the hardest thing to get through to. Models for Heroes, just getting through to people to say, pick up this activity. It's great. And because it's not a sport, it's been quite hard to get it going. But now it's going. It's fine. But it did take a while to people to understand and to get them to change their mind.
Yes,
because Lord Brookborough is looking about it as well. Malcolm.
Okay. Yeah.
Over in Brook House.
Yeah.
I have to go over and speak to them now after we come out of lockdown. Brook House is looking for it done as well.
Is that in Fermanagh as well? Was that?
It's about 20 mile away from Enniskillen.
Okay.
It's like a respite spot for veterans and ex-policemen.
Okay.
And they were looking at this as well because Lee was telling them how great it was and the difference in the fellas that even Lee has noticed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If once the staff members on board and they understand, it's a no-brainer. It's easy.
Yeah.
But it's getting in the door at the first place.
Well, I know Lord Brookborough, he is a big man in the models.
Yeah. Where are we on the chat? So yeah, Nicholas says the Defence Academy Community Hall is still closed. Well, we're doing our sessions. Thomas says that he studied at the Defence Academy. It's a lovely part of the countryside. Yes, it is. Very nice.
Shrivenham, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is indeed. Where we were going to do our sessions, I think it was just outside the, just outside in one of the community halls.
Oh, cool.
Easy, wet and dry. Wrap on the large drum and then put on the mag on. Gently sand it to the contour. Oh, I see. Yeah, he's talking about the thing. Now, what I've done is just kind of pushed it as close as possible, and then used a bit of PVA as like a filler almost, and that's done it. Happy with that?
Nice.
Cheers, mate. You need to put extra paper on the inside. Yes, that's true. That's if the gap was big enough, I would have done that. Exactly. Good idea. Do I provide wives? If so, I need one. I don't. It's not that kind of Models for Heroes, I'm afraid. That's a different charity.
That would be a good charity to start with, wouldn't it?
I don't know how far you'd get it off the ground. You know,
well, with Thomas's connections.
Yes, that's right. Bilbo Baggins has died. R.I.P. Sir Ian Holm.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh. There's a snooker player passed away as well, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Ray Reardon?
No.
No.
The bold chap.
Dave Thornton, was he?
Oh, Cliff Thornton.
Oh, gosh. Can't remember.
What, Cliff Thorburn?
Yes.
The bald head man, yeah.
Yeah. He's a Grimsby lad.
Willie Thorne. Yep. What a shame. And Harem for Heroes.
There you go, Thomas.
Yeah. There you go. Set up yourself.
You can set up a dating website with that.
Yep. Like Tinder or something, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Or Grindr, whichever one.
I wouldn't know. I haven't used them for about 7 years.
What, Grindr?
Or anything like that.
Oh. Nope. Thomas says when Willie Thorne died, the coroner took him away. They had to check his pockets. That's too soon. Oh, paper. I really miss plastic. I do. I miss it. Do you know, I have never actually finished a model on this stream.
Haven't you?
Nope. No, not once. The District 9 one I was doing, that stopped, didn't it? What to do this, and then before that I was doing that troll chap with the chameleon. I never even got that in primer because I started doing something else.
Glutamus Maximus.
God, yeah, and him. He's still here somewhere behind me. Yeah, Glutamus Maximus. I'm still doing him. do finish stuff occasionally. Promise. I know, Steph, you finished loads of stuff, haven't you?
The Jeep.
Yep. The boat.
The boat. The
diorama with the stream.
Yeah, that was the Jeep.
That's
one.
The Jeep. Oh, and the
Sci-fi.
Oh no, I tell a lie. I did finish that group build thing, didn't I? This Geordie's sci-fi.
Yes,
build.
you did.
I did. Yes.
You have finished one.
God, it feels like a long time ago now, doesn't it?
They do.
Were you watching when we did that, Gary?
No, wasn't Malcolm.
Ah, okay. That was a bits box build. It was whatever was in your bits box. Make something sci-fi.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've never made is very little sci-fi stuff.
Okay. You interested in that genre at all?
No.
Ah, that'd be why.
Yeah. I did have to make a couple of Star Wars things for my nephew there for Christmas, but
yeah,
that was it.
Right. No films that float your boat then?
No.
No.
All the Great War, love building stuff by it now. Tanks, soldiers.
Yeah. Real stuff.
You're telling me Star Wars isn't real?
No, it's very, very real. It's just it was made a long, long time ago. A long,
in a
long
galaxy far, far away.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Don't tell the boss, Thomas says, but I am bunking off this afternoon. It's Friday, isn't it?
Yeah, Poets' Day.
So what are you guys doing at the weekend?
Getting ready for my next video on Sunday night, and Mark and I doing our buddy build.
Mm-hmm. What's your next video? What's the next one?
I'm not sure yet.
Are you going to do that thing that I'm thinking of?
I don't know. What thing are you thinking of?
That thing that's in my head that I can't remember. You going to do that?
Well, if I knew what it was, I might say yes.
It's that thing I'm thinking of. Decal fix thing. Decal fixer.
Oh, I'm still looking into that.
Okay. Okay.
It's quite a difficult one.
I'd love to know what it is.
Yes.
It's just some sort of acid, I guess. Very, very weak acid is what I'm guessing, anyway.
More than likely.
So I know that the decals used to be held on with animal fat. and the acid would just dissolve it, and that would separate the paper from the decal. But whether that's the case still, I don't know.
I will try and get that one sorted for you.
Yeah. I know that UMP have developed their own range of decal softeners, and they've got 3 different strengths that you can purchase.
All right, who's that?
UMP, Ultimate Modeling Products.
Okay.
That's Paul Bretland and Lee Larholt. They run the International Scale Modeler.
Okay.
As well. I don't know what's in them, but I know that he would know. That's one. That's right, isn't it?
Looking good.
Yeah. That's this one.
Geordie says, never knew those Pink Panthers had so many smoke discharges.
Yeah, they did.
How many have they got?
4.
Okay, cool.
But the modern day ones don't have as many.
Yeah. Thomas also says, 2 years ago, I was on the set of Artemis Fowl, Cole, doing my atmospherics course, so I decided to watch it the other day. Biggest pile of poo ever, which is a shame as the set was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. Oh, it's always a shame, isn't it, mate? What's the other thing you said there? Oh, acetic acid. Apparently that's what they use. Cool, I shall investigate.
Right, I'm going to be back in a minute. I'm just going to have a bacon sandwich, and I'll be back in a minute.
Bacon.
Oh, yes.
That's what was brought for me.
Oh.
Yeah. Bacon sandwich and a little punnet of blueberries. Look at this.
Nice.
So I'm going to go and eat that.
Always one.
Oh, yes.
It's usually me. So what's your next project then, Gary?
Well, I've 3 more of these to do, or sorry, 2 more of these Pink Panthers to do.
How come?
I want to show the difference, you know, from the 60s to 70s and then the modern era one.
Right.
All in one display case, if you know what I mean, Steph.
Yeah. Nice. I have to see some photos of that, mate.
Yeah, menu, they were all just built in the chassis of them, my Land Rovers. They were a boat.
Yeah.
What's going to be your next build, Steph?
I've got about 4 or 5 that I need to finish off. So I'm going to finish off as many models as I can over the next few weeks. Plus I've got this to do for Lee. She wants a Hobbit hole. She wants the door from the Hobbit.
Right.
So I've got the bricks ready to go around the outside, and I've just got to score and flatten that off and then redo the planks and everything. And she wants to keep that side because she quite likes that side. But that's the blank one. And this is what she wants it looking like. Like that.
Oh, nice.
But just the doorway. But she also wants the mark on there as well.
Right.
So I've got some glow-in-the-dark paint. So I'll just paint that on with that. So when you turn the light off, it glows.
Do you see for the Pink Panther stuff?
Yeah.
The paint scheme, right?
Yeah.
Was there a bit of sandy colour mixed in with the actual pink? Because I can't find anywhere online where it tells you, the exact colour.
The pink I've got, which is the best I've found, is Vallejo Air 71-400.
Right.
But you can only get it in a bloody pack.
Oh, right.
The pack's 20 quid, but you get 8 paints. And give me a second, I will tell you what they are that you get with them. Just got to go into Fleabay and have a look at my history. Summary. That's my watch list. Yeah, it's the VAL 71622.
Right.
And you get 71-400, 71-143. Right, I'll go through these. So 71-400, which is a desert pink, which comes out that colour.
Right.
Now, on my stream, there's a guy who regularly chats with us, a guy called GB Models. He was a painter and doper at St Athan. So he used to spray all the aircraft before they went out there. And he said, that is the correct pink. The thing is, though, it's out there because the sun is different to what we get here.
Yeah.
The sun is only going through a lot less of the atmosphere than here out in the desert. It attacks the pink, and the pink loses its tint quite quickly.
Right.
So I'm using the pink as a base colour. Then I'll use different colours to flatten it out a bit. So you get 71-400, 71-143, which is UK Light Stone.
Back.
Hello, welcome back.
Hello.
You get 71-001. Sorry, 71-031.
Thank you.
Which is Middle Stone.
Right.
And you got 71-030, which is brown green.
Yes.
You get 71-309.
Is that right?
Oh, it's a good color.
Yeah.
Which is dark slate grey.
Oh, I've got a new kit.
Cool. Give us a second. We'll have a look. Then you get 71 012. If I can find it, is dark green.
Right.
Then you get 71043, which is US olive drab. And then finally 71057, which is black.
So you get a right bit of you get a right bit of colours there, Steph, then for £20.
Yes, you do. So it works out about £2.50 each, something like that.
Is that on eBay, Steph?
Yeah, that's on eBay. And the Vallejo number is Vallejo VAL 71622.
Cheers, mate.
No problems. You get some, and you also get the colours for certain vehicles from the Second World War, which includes the Pink Panther.
Nice. I must order that today then, because I did buy that. You know, Tamiya Pink X17.
Yeah.
I bought it and was thinking of maybe putting a wee bit of Vallejo Iraqi sand colour in to mix it up a wee bit.
Yeah.
But I don't think that'd be right, though, Steph. I don't think that'd be the right colour.
Right. Cool. Right, cover it, Malcolm. New model.
Hello. Yeah, you ready?
Yep.
I didn't say it was a new model, it's a new kit.
All right, new kit. You forgot the cat.
Yeah. Right.
Right. So Thomas has said about decals. Acid surfactant and stabilizer should be in the softener. Okay. So white vinegar then, Steph. That's acetic acid. That's from Geordie. Yep.
Very weak acid.
Yes, very weak. Thomas said this should be renamed Malcolm Modler's Munchtime Show.
It was the snack of choice today was raisins. That's what I had. There you go.
Nice. What else? Geordie says, I love Malcolm's missus. Thinking have bacon offset with healthy blueberries. Nice.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, she's not a doctor of nutrition for nothing.
Yep. Keith has just said, just got home and we'll join you this evening. Okay, Keith.
Oh, cool.
See you this evening.
Cool.
Thomas has said, it's very pink, Gary. What? Gary's one or that one?
No, the one that we must have been talking about there, Steph.
What are you talking about? It's pink.
Pink Panther, Malcolm. The
Right.
colour of it.
Gotcha. I'm showing your white bits off.
Keith said acetic acid stinks and the fumes make your eyes water. Okay. Interesting.
Good start.
Yeah.
Well, it depends what strength it is, I guess. Huh?
Oh, there you go, Gary. Inner links. Edwards a star.
Say not there.
Yeah, you've seen it.
Yeah,
see it here there now. Yeah.
Great.
That's interesting.
Thank you very much, Edward.
Because the link says US Desert Pink 74-100, and that on the bottle says 71-400 UK Desert Pink.
Oh yeah.
Unless it's for different markets. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll dull that down. Sorry, I jumped one there. Thomas says, when fresh, the pink is flamingo pink. Thanks, Malcolm.
Wow, that's right.
Some bleaching makes it lighter. Oh, good Lord, you try and soar like an eagle and you're surrounded by turkeys.
Trying to help.
Oh, dear Lord.
Funny.
Yeah, have you noticed, Malcolm, that the background disappeared?
Oh, was that you?
No, it just went blue for some reason. So I've tried redoing it, but I just left it. There we go.
How odd.
You need to touch.
Blue. We haven't got a blue one. We've got black. Got that one.
If
Got white one. Got that one.
the one we've put up disappears, then you just get a blue screen.
Oh, that's
Nothing
odd.
goes wrong with it. You get bright blue screen.
Okay. What else we got? We don't use anymore. We got that. We don't use that anymore. Got that. Used once.
Mm-hmm.
Got that. The original one.
Yep.
We don't need that because it comes up live anyway, doesn't it, on the Facebook thing?
Yep.
And then we've got the big heart as well. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. I like the little one though.
Big one's nice though.
Yeah, big one's good, but I think it's a bit distracting. You know, it covers half my screen.
Yeah.
You know. So there you go. So I can hide my little pile of PVA glue behind it.
Geordie's PM me and just said AK Models do one too. Yeah, I looked at those, Geordie, and I've spoken to the guy who actually did the painting and doping, and he said the closest one he's got is the original Desert Pink from World War II, and he said they all went out very, very pink. But over the time, that as Thomas has said, the pink faded.
Well, it's like Keith said, wasn't it? The other day, he said, "Don't get a red car because it just fades after a while."
Yeah,
and it's the same pigment, I guess.
I think it's probably to do with the red color.
Yeah, probably the bright sunshine and the abrasive nature of the sand, and
Yeah,
the fact that everything's done. It was all done in a rush as well.
yeah, it was, wasn't it? Oh, Thomas has posted pictures of the Thunderchild up. Have you seen them?
On a mess.
Yeah,
Negative.
they're looking good. They are. Why do we let people like that in?
Inspirational.
That's a tank engine he's got as a chimney, isn't it?
I know he is.
Thomas, is that the front of a
Thomas'
steam
tank engine. Thomas' tank engine.
Yeah, Thomas has got his tank engine up.
Yeah. It's a little face on the top of it.
Yeah. That was a nickname for the Tri-National Tornado Training Establishment at Cottesmore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Treble TE, Thomas the Tank Engine. And if you ever see Dayglow pictures, there are still some kicking around, especially up and down the A1, little Dayglow cutouts of Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah.
That was the training establishment Zap.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, we used to have competitions about see who could zap the most amount of planes.
That's good.
And we actually got in serious trouble in Akrotiri.
Because of the Thomas tank engines.
No, because of a squadron zap. Oh, whichever squadron you're on, you try and zap as many planes as you could. And we got in some real serious doodah. I didn't do it, but one of the lads managed, when we were at Akrotiri, to zap one of the U2s.
Oh, God.
And the funny thing is, he got a right bollocking from the CO, but the American CO went, "Thank you very much. You've just proved a hole in our security."
Yeah.
So we're not going to do anything about it.
Yeah.
Right. Move that. Go in the holes first.
Oh, Thomas was talking about book nooks on Wednesday.
Oh, was he really? Lisa's
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
She's made her first one.
Did you want to show him?
Yeah.
Can you get it?
Yeah, it's just here on my right hand side. Give me a moment.
Cool.
Just got to stick it together because it's apart at the moment.
Is it finished or is it just built?
It's just built. I've
Right.
still got to PVA it and then paint it and put some lights in it.
Yeah. Yeah, what you brought it up. I'm sure it was Thomas, wasn't it? I think it was Thomas. Oh, yellow was the most expensive Ferrari paint.
Go on then, Thomas. I'll bite. Why?
No, it's not a joke. No, it's just a fact.
There you go, Malcolm.
And Edward says it's because yellow has the cheapest insurance rate. Yeah.
Oh, expensive. I thought you said explosive.
Nope. All right, zoom. There we go. There you are, Thomas. If it was Thomas talking about it, here we go. Yeah, look at that mirror. That's awesome. Pretty clever.
So if I open it up,
Yeah. So
So-
much potential, isn't there?
yeah, what I'm going to do is put probably a light in there, and then just PVA the whole lot so I can then spray it and paint it.
Yeah. Is that the next project?
This is one of the things that I'll probably do this next, along with the Hobbit hole door.
Yeah.
So once I've got the Tonka finished, then I have said that I'm not starting any more models until I've finished all the ones I've got here.
Cool. See it when I believe it.
No, I've got to. I've got too many kicking around.
That's something I always said. I said, right, I'm not going to buy any more. I'm not going to get any more until I got these ones done. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not going that far. I'll still buy models. It's like I've got 2 figures coming. And but they will go in the stash.
Yeah, that's wrong. Damn it. Ah, that's wrong too. What have I done?
I don't know. What have you done?
Oh, I don't know. Done a mess.
Are you going to be in trouble for it?
Only with the Rivet counter purists that know what an Ed 209 looks like.
Yeah.
I think you'll find. Do. That's what I was thinking of. Next bit. We had a here we go. We had a red mushroom zap, Thomas says, and had a competition to see where the craziest place we could get it. The winner was placed on the winning Formula One car at Silverstone, and that was in 2000.
How the hell did they get it on there?
And the sponsors kicked off. So there's a red mushroom on the back of the captain's chair on a naval frigate. Another appeared on the outgoing flight desk at BZN. What's BZN?
Bryce
Norton. Right, gotcha. Well, I remember being at RIAT one day, and there was was it a competition? No. They were giving away stickers for the Chinook chaps. God,
the Chinook squadron.
Yeah, no, the flight display.
Oh
guys. Yeah. So stickers for those, and the Royal Benevolent Fund, I think, had an Aston Martin up for a raffle the last couple of years.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago. Anyway, one of those ended up on the middle wheel of the offside. In the middle of the wheel, one of the stickers, and it was the Loadmaster, and he tweeted it, of course, to say, "Oh, look, where we've got one," and the sponsors were not very happy because he really slapped it on too. So someone's gonna have to really try and remove that.
Yeah, but at least he didn't put it on the paintwork.
No, it was on the wheel.
Well, it'll come off all right. The problem is those sponsors need to get a sense of humour.
Well, they clearly didn't know what it was for or anything, did they? I just thought someone was vandalising their Aston Martin. Anyway, unrelatedly, he's not the Loadmaster anymore.
No.
My wife's come down to say hello. Say hello, Caroline.
Hello, Caroline.
Hello, Caroline.
Would you like a cup of tea?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
She can't hear you.
Selective hearing, is it?
Yeah. No, I'm on headphones.
Ah.
They said no, thank you.
Caroline, he's lying!
Yeah. I think she did. I think she probably heard it from somebody, from someone else's speakers. There you go. That's one side nearly done. Exciting stuff. Actually, I don't think I'll put these on yet. I was just about to stick these on here, but I don't think that's probably a good idea. I probably have to wait until the end.
Yeah.
You know it is. Oh. I want to see what it looks like.
Thomas said his one ended up on the rear of the Met Police chief's stab vest when he came out to demonstrate public order at the unit. Oops.
It's ironic.
Yeah. Apparently, Malcolm, tenor pants will help with that. That was from Edward.
What was it we said? I can't remember what we said now.
And Thomas says, my mini chop saw is 4 steps away. Yay. So he's got something else coming in now.
Yeah, looks like it. Oh dear. So I'm done now. I'm very proud of myself. All finished. Really good. What to work on next? I know. The other side. Exactly the same. Oh dear. I forgot there was 2. Never mind. It's a test, I tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, look good when it's finished.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah. So the Ed 209 was based on an orca face. That's why it's got that big.
Sort of you can see that now, can't you?
Yeah. So the no eyes thing, you know. It's quite cool. Mm-hmm. I see. I made a mess. That's what you're doing about the tenor pants. Why do tenor pants cost 11 quid? I don't know.
Why do tenor pants cost 11 quid?
Is that a joke or is that a statement of economics? I don't
know.
I don't know.
Nobody knows.
No. Answers on a postcard to Gary. Hello. Thank you. Tea's here. Yay. Thank you. So, Gary, what would you normally be doing right now if it wasn't the modelling session on now? What would you be up to?
Doing what I'm doing now at the moment.
Oh, so you would be modelling anyway?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Good.
I model every day of the week.
Good.
Yeah, same as me. I do as well. The only days I don't are Saturdays and Sundays because Lisa doesn't work. Well, Sunday evening I do.
Oh, right. So you wouldn't be able to do the Saturday or Sunday thing then?
No, not really, because it's our time. And because I spend so much time during the week doing it.
Yeah.
I like to give myself a bit of a rest as well.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, it's a shame there's there'll never be one time where it suits everybody, is there?
No, it's not. Sure you can get yourself a weekend crew?
Yeah. Oh, well, that's what I think I'm going to talk to James about.
I'm available,
Yeah,
Malcolm.
there you go. That's right. And then there's 5 or 6 people who are interested in watching as well at the weekend. There's so many people keep saying, "Oh, do you do a thing at the weekend?"
Yeah.
What time is it? Hang on a sec. What?
Nearly 2 hours nearly on.
Guys, I have to go, I'm afraid. My wife wants the Wi-Fi.
Okie dokie.
No problem, Malcolm.
So I will... yeah, I'll have to pull out, I'm afraid. I won't press end broadcast, so you can carry on if you want to. But bye, everybody, and we'll see you on 8 o'clock tonight. Yay! So I won't bother putting this away. See ya. Cool.
See you,
all right,
Malcolm.
chaps. Bye-bye.
See you later, Malcolm. Take care.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. What time did you say it was, Gary?
We'll need just 2 minutes away from 2 hours, staff.
Cool. I'll probably do about another half an hour or so.
Yeah. You coming back on this evening, staff?
I will see how my leg is. If it's playing me up, then probably not. But I'll try and get on for an hour tonight, yeah. Because I know young Mr. Bridge will be on as well.
Have you sciatic in it, staff, or
Have I?
sciatic in your leg?
No. You know, in our day, if you needed promotion, you had to go on all this adventure training stuff and everything.
Yeah.
Learn leadership skills and crap like that.
Yeah.
So I did that, and mine was skiing. Now, bearing in mind the previous 3 years I'd spent in Germany, so I went skiing at least twice a month all through the winter months. So I was proficient, not too shabby. And I got posted to Lucas and we went out adventure training at Aviemore. And I thought, okay, I'll do warm up, go down the baby slopes. And I did. And I ruptured my cruciate ligament.
Oh.
So the service doc said, "Oh, you'll be fine. All you've done is popped your cartilage." I went, "No, it's a bit more than that, doc." He went, "No, it's not. It's all you've done." Okay, you're the doc. And every couple of weeks, it would pop. And I'd go down like a sack of shit. Couldn't walk on it for 2 weeks. So this was going round and round. I said, "I need to go and see somebody." Okay, we can either send you down to Rawton, or we'll send you across to Perth, to Dundee, sorry. So don't try and grab a knife when you drop it. So I went across to Dundee and I saw this Northern Irish doctor. And I can't remember his name for the life of me, but he was one of the top docs at, is it the Queen Elizabeth in Belfast?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it the Queen Elizabeth?
The Royal Victoria.
Oh, that's the one. The Royal Victoria.
Yeah.
And he was, I knew it was a queen. And he learnt his trade there in the late 70s and early 80s with all the kneecappings and everything like that.
Yeah.
So he does no more than sits me on the bed, wraps one arm around the back of my leg and the other arm across my thigh and just twists and my knee goes and I'm like about to punch him. I'm like, what the hell did you do? Yep, you've ruptured your cruciate, mate. And I'm like, oh, great. He said, you need an operation. We need to go in and do an arthroscopy first. Then we'll, just to be doubly sure, and then we'll do it. So I end up having the first arthroscopy. He went, yep, you need to have it done. So, okay, fine. Then went into the Bridge of Erne in Perth, and I had my ACL reconstructed. I spent 2 weeks in hospital on a bending machine, just to keep my leg moving. Then I spent the next 6 months learning to walk again.
Nice.
Yep, and ever since that, well, since those two, I've had 11 operations on my left knee. And fine, I claimed for my war pension, got my war pension. I got the old 11%. Then it started getting worse and I went to 30%. Then it started getting worse again up to 40%. And then 2 years ago in March, the doctors finally decided that, yeah, you need your knee replacing because your knee's just collapsing every day, at least 3 times a day, because my body had gone through the Kevlar ligament. And at the time of the initial operation, he said, we can't promise you that it'll be perfectly straight. It's not an exact science at the moment, but we're working towards it. And I said, no, that's fine. Don't worry about it. He says, you do realize, though, by the time you're 40, 45, you'll be riddled with arthritis in your knee. And I went, yeah, whatever. Bearing in mind, I was 24 at the time.
Yeah.
It was like, don't worry about it. I'll be fine. Because of the way they did it, my knee was like, my leg was actually slightly bent in outwards, and all the weight was going through the inside of my leg, only ever slightly. And 25 years walking like that, I've got arthritis all the way up the inside of my leg, down the inside of my leg as well. And I had my knee replaced, and that is what screwed me. I haven't been able to walk properly. I'm in permanent pain with it. So yeah, and then top it off, last year, doctors called me in and said, can we do some blood tests on you? Yep. So I did blood tests on me, just a regular checkup type thing. Next thing I know, I'm being phoned up by the doc. Yeah, we need you in. We think you've got diabetes. Marvelous. So I said to the diabetes nurse, how the hell do I get diabetes? It doesn't run in my family. And she went, what's wrong with your leg? I said, oh, I'm in permanent pain, yada, yada. I explained it to her. She went, that's the reason why you've got it. Because your body's dealing with all the pain, the stress, the anxiety and everything else that goes with it. You've now got diabetes as well.
I was told I'm in the high risk category of taking a stroke or a heart attack.
Well, if you want a stroke, ask your missus very nicely.
Yeah. My back's crumbling. I've a degenerated disc disease. I've arthritis in the spine. I've arthritis in my 2 hips and my 2 knees. And 2 of my toes were broke, but I didn't know they were broke. And they're like a claw.
Yeah.
And there's some days there I just cannot get out of my bed.
Yeah, you said. It must be an absolute nightmare.
I've only got 3 good discs left in my back because the rest of them are all fused together.
Christ. Is this all from service?
Yeah.
Have you got your war pension?
Yeah, I got it.
What big cash
disability, severe disability. I'm on a 61% war pension.
Have you got your not also? What's the next one up from also? There's, because you've gone over 60% and you're not employed, there is something else you can claim.
There is. I am looking into that there because seemingly I was supposed to have my medical pension when I left the job. They never give me it. They never give me it, so I'm in the process of getting that sorted out as well.
Oh, nice.
Oh yes. It also stated on the back of my medical docs, which I got from Glasgow, this soldier cannot be put out until we do certain operations. Overruled by the adjutant.
Oh, you bastard.
Yeah. So I have them no matter what way they try to go. I have them.
You are looking at a nice little payout there, mate.
The only thing is, it doesn't help your staff in the pain.
No, it doesn't. But it makes it easier for you. You can then be comfortable.
Yeah. I'm in the middle of the process of getting all that sorted out at the moment.
But you can also get it going. Give me a second. I'll tell you exactly what it is. What's really, really frustrating about veterans is the fact that the guys on the front desk, although are very, very helpful, very understanding, if you have a cob on, then they are brilliant. They will talk you down, and they've been very, very well trained. But they have been ordered. They are not allowed to tell you what you're entitled to, which I think is disgusting. That is disgusting.
It is disgusting. Sure, how else would your back be only busted carrying all that weight and everything else?
I know. It's absolutely pathetic.
I went out one day on a patrol in Northern Ireland and the burger went £90.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How else could your back only but go?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Kind of me being one of the big lads, I always got all the heavy kit.
Yeah. Right. Unemployed once. No. Are you claiming UCs?
Yeah.
Are you claiming that your partner is your carer as well?
No.
Claim it.
Right.
You can claim that because she's there for you 24/7. You can claim for her being your carer.
Didn't know that now.
Yep. I claimed for Lisa. Lisa's like, well, but I'm not. I said, okay, so what happens if I have a fall? What happens if I can't do anything? What would you do? Well, I care for you. There you go. You are my carer. Just because you don't do. Sometimes she's got to help me put my socks on because I can't reach down and do it. Can't get my leg high enough. So she helps me there. So doing things like that, that's still her being my carer.
Yeah.
So get that one sorted. Allowance for loaded standard of occupation. Have you got severe disabled occupational allowance? You should be able to get that one. Where is it? Have you got immobility?
No.
Supplement, get that. You're over 40. Because you can only claim that once you're over 40%. So you can claim that. That's 69 quid a week, 68 quid a week. So that'll go towards a new car.
Can't drive.
No, but your missus can.
No, Mrs. can't because she's a bad diabetic.
Then you need to be able to have mobility, so that'll go towards your taxi fares.
Yeah.
Exceptionally severe disablement allowance. I'm not sure, but there's two there. There's exceptionally severe disablement allowance and severe disablement occupational allowance. Where is it? Where is it? Come on. There's another one. You got kids?
Yes, one.
How old are they?
To come 17 now.
Okay, it's not worth it because they've got to be under 18, I believe.
Yeah.
Where is it? Doing my head in. Right, unemployability allowance. That's the one.
Right.
That's 119 quid a week. That's 480 quid every 4 weeks.
Yeah.
There's that one. There's your mobility, which is £69.50. So I call it 70 a week. That's another 280. So that's 600 quid a month you're missing out on, mate.
Yeah, because I did see the doctor there before we went into lockdown, and she said my mobility has got 100 times worse.
There you go. Yeah, and the thing is, though, you've got it down at the doctors.
Yeah.
All this medical information at the doctors, which you need to back it up, because they'll do an FOI to your doctors for the proof.
Yeah.
So write a letter to Veterans UK saying that you want to apply for the mobility allowance.
Yeah.
And your personal unemployability allowance.
Must do that now.
Yeah, because that's 600 quid a month, mate.
Yeah. Because
and also speak to UCs and explain to them that your other half is your carer and claim for it.
Yeah. Right.
It's not a lot a month. I think it's about 200 quid. Give me a second, I'll tell you. There we go. £162.92p every month.
It's all right.
So it's another 150 quid. So there's what, 600, 700, call it nearly 800 quid that you're missing out on.
See, they don't tell you these things.
No, they don't.
And that's the maddening bit.
Yes. It's so infuriating.
Because I know boys are on bigger pensions than myself.
And
they've got less injuries than me.
Yeah.
That's the maddening part, you know what I mean? You see some boys out there and they're on big money and you're wondering why.
Yeah, the thing is to do is to ask them.
See, the boys over here wouldn't tell you.
Right.
Because the home service guys sort of close ranks.
That's just annoying.
Yeah.
And
that's why I stay. That's one of my trigger points too, and that's why the doctors told me to stay away from people like that.
Yeah. No, a friend of mine, he he was like you. He was let go by the Air Force when he should have been medically discharged.
Yeah.
He was let go under it. His MES was way down because he had epilepsy.
Right.
And he fought it, and they said no initially back in 99, 2000. And then he met somebody from the Pay Corps, a warrant officer from the Pay Corps, when he was across seeing his mum in Tenerife, and they had a good old chat. And he went, no, they should have given it to you. You should have got that. So he reapplied again, and he got it on the second request. So that was backdated to when he came out. And being an officer, it was a hell of a payout.
Yeah.
And he's gone for his war pension. And they're trying to separate, say he didn't have depression or anything when he came out. Now he lost his new job, he lost his place at university, he'd lost his house. When he came out, he lost all sorts. And he's just at the moment going through fighting for that. He's got his tribunal on the 22nd of this month, next week.
I don't think that's very fair. When you've the evidence to back it up, you shouldn't have to go to any of that.
No, you shouldn't. But that's the thing is, though, the DBS is a business, and it's there to make money on the bus. It shouldn't be a business.
No,
yeah.
It shouldn't.
Geordie said same rules apply to DWP stuff. They can't tell you everything you're entitled to. Yeah, it's just you've got to ask for everything.
You have to fight for everything as well.
Yes and no. I was really lucky. I got my 40% without having a big fight. Now since I can't work, I've gone back to them and said, look, this has happened, yada, yada, yada. Explain the situation. And they said, no, you're still 40%, because what we're going to do now is we're going to put your depression, your anxiety, your stress and everything else in with the 40% you're already on.
Right.
You can't do that. So what they do is they do this to deter you from fighting for it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the guys will just go, I really can't be asked.
Yeah.
You need to fight for it. And it's a shame that you do. It's like when I saw the doctor for my increase from 40%. Before I go into that, I am more disabled than somebody who has a leg missing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're on 70%. Now, I don't begrudge them that at all, not in any way, shape or form. But I'm meant to be assessed against somebody of the same age who is physically and mentally fit. My injury and condition is not to be assessed. They always assess your injury and your condition. They do not assess you against somebody who is the same age, but who is mentally and physically fit. That's the way it works. They don't. It says in Article 42, this is how the assessment is meant to be made. And it's so infuriating.
I know it took me a long, long time to get where I am today now. It has took me, 16 years?
Yeah. It's like Geordie says there, he believes the onus is on the military to prove your injuries are not service-related now. Yeah, it is now. AFCS. I'll tell you what, I'm glad I haven't come out under that, because you get a one-off payment when you leave, and that's it. Goodbye to that. So it doesn't matter whether it's... But that's a whole kettle of fish that I really don't know about. 75, yeah, I know quite a bit about it because I am fighting at the moment.
I think it's an absolute disgrace, though, Steph, at the same time, though,
Yes.
We all put the time in ourselves, we all went into that job. Yeah. And I know it said that they were supposed to leave you some sort of half rate when you left the job.
Yeah, but they don't.
I never even got that.
Yeah, it's like they say to you, you were told about war pensions when you left. No, you weren't. I don't remember it. And a lot of people I've spoken to said, no, I don't remember seeing the stuff about war pension.
No.
You weren't physically told about it. They may have given you a pack with it in, but you were never, ever physically told about it.
No.
It's like I was let go from the Air Force with my MES was I wasn't A1.
Yeah.
That was due to mental health issues. And I have to write again to the Air Force and say, look, because of those mental health issues, I should have been properly treated by the Air Force until I was well enough to leave. I wasn't.
I seen a psychiatrist down in Lisburn.
Yeah.
And he was useless. Absolutely useless.
Yeah.
He's seen me 2 times now. 2 times he's seen me, right?
Yeah.
Never asked me about why I was going the way I was going or anything out there. He just said, "You're no good to us anymore. Goodbye." That was it. And what the stupid thing was that they actually put that in my medical docs.
Oh dear! And they never medically discharged you?
No.
Oh, they haven't got a leg to stand on, mate.
No, because I brought that in with me to the first time I seen Combat Stress, right?
Yeah.
And the boy that I seen, he turned around and he says, "The only thing's wrong with you is your physical injuries. If you hadn't got that there, you'd be all right."
Yeah.
Right? 7 years later, I went to Leland Centre last year, very bad way. And within 24 hours, I was overseeing Dr. Art. And he says, "Who said that?" And I told him about Combat Stress. Absolutely disgusted. And he says, "Gary, you're 73% in PTSD."
Yeah.
He says, "I don't know how these people can come up with one assessment and say, yeah, he has nothing, when they don't ask you the right questions."
Yeah. George has said a couple of things. Believe the onus is on the military to prove your injuries and we're not in service. Yep. If it's called war pension, would you think you're entitled if you hadn't been to war? In my day, you weren't even a veteran if you hadn't served in a war. That's a really good question. I think it needs to be changed. It should be veterans compensation or something like that, because at the time I joined, you could fit the whole of the Air Force into Wembley Stadium, which is about 84,000 people in the Air Force at the time. That is 0.01% of the population of people turned around and went, "I want to serve my country in some way, shape or form." Now, when people turn around to me and say, "Well, I didn't ask you to," you go, "But it's not about that. It's about me defending the rights of this country."
Yeah.
That's why I did it, because I believe that somebody's got to do it, so I may as well do it. That's my reasoning. So I went and did it. But because I made that commitment, then the government should have a commitment to my health if something happens which is done on duty. Now, if it's done when you're out on the piss, tough shit, mate. That's your own fault.
Yeah.
If it's done out on the piss when you're on detachment, tough shit. That's your own fault. If it's done playing sports, if you're playing for your squadron or your station or your command or the Air Force or the Army or the Navy, then you are on duty. If it's done adventure training, you are on duty. If you have been put in that situation, whether you volunteered for it or you were placed in it, it doesn't matter. You're still on duty. You should be entitled to compensation for it. You should be looked after by the military. You're not. They don't give a flying F about you. Once you're out the door, that's it. You're off. Not interested.
It's the same as this new victims pension in Northern Ireland. That there is a complete and utter joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't care what anybody says. Tommy the terrorist does not deserve anything.
No.
You know what I mean? I just don't understand where these people think we're going out to try to kill you, bomb you, shoot you, or whatever. How these people will be entitled to a pension.
I can't understand that, because they're not victims. They're the perpetrators.
Yeah. That's, well, I know for one thing, I was told I would get it all right. But I says I wouldn't go for it because of the terrorists getting the money.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? I think that's an absolute joke.
Yeah. It's not good. It's not good. But I think we're starting to get into the realms of politics here.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard enough trying to keep an eye on ourselves, never mind them.
Oh, yeah. But no.
The only one good thing I'll say is I'm glad now I've got into Models for Heroes. I am actually very glad to get into them.
Oh, you're not the only one, mate. I am. It is Models for Heroes and my missus has saved my life. End of story. I thought you said this was a day.
Yeah.
And yeah, I will do anything to help.
Same here. Same here.
I've got 3 groups being set up just before lockdown. I had one that was going and ticking along quite nicely, and I had 2 more due to be set up. And I find it quite easy setting them up.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not hard.
No, it's not. It's just getting a bunch of veterans together or whatever.
Yeah.
And as you said earlier on there, Steph, it's about having a wee bit of crack, you know, and stuff like that.
Oh, is it ever? You just sit there, let them talk.
Yeah.
And then what I was going to do is, as we progress, then I'd get one of the people to then take over the running of the group.
Yeah.
I'd still be there in the background if they needed help, but then I would go on to set other ones up, because we have got a huge swathe across the middle of the country where we don't have groups.
It's the same here in Fermanagh. You know what I mean?
And I'm right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
So there's no better person to do it than me.
I'll go ahead.
So it's one thing I'm talking to Malcolm about. I've got my mental health first aid done. I'm also doing my psychology degree. And
nice.
We can get the Models for Heroes to charity level status. I said to Malcolm that I'll work for you, but I'll only work for what would cover my loss in UCs and my mileage, and that will be it.
Yeah.
And my UCs it's a positive in there, but it's a positive figure, so I'm not losing. So as long as that's covered and my mileage is covered, I'm quite happy to do it, because it gives me something to do, to work towards, and above all to enjoy, because I'm then combining the psychology, which I absolutely love, with something else I absolutely love, which is modelling. Now, what better job can you do than modelling as a business, as a job?
I know. Yeah, I'd love to do that. You know what I mean? I'd love to see like Models for Hero, like a shop over here, you know, to help out veterans. You know, they could come in, chat away, you know, something like that there.
Yeah, a coffee morning place or something like that. Get a couple of rooms set up. Well, you're in the ideal situation to do it.
Yeah. I'm thinking about doing that later on, you know, when I get another couple of weeks behind us.
Mm.
You know, there has been good response off it. That's one sure thing I will say. The response has been fantastic.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's 2 hours 30. 2 hours 30 now, Steph.
Yep.
I'm going to go on here now. I'm going to be bite eat.
No problem, sir, my mate. Right.
No,
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much, Gary.
Cheers, Steph. See you later on.
Yep. Thank you very much for listening to us waffle on, guys. You all take care. Behave, be good. And if you can't be careful, no, if you can't be careful, be good. And if you can't be good, don't get caught.